Hi folks, this is Chris Fanning from the Picton Gazette. Well, this week the talk of the town is the publicly released secret settlement with Picton Terminals. We're going to let Karen Valahora talk about aspects of this story.
Hi everybody, this is Karen Valahora for the Picton Gazette. It's an exciting month in municipal politics. There are a couple of major issues on the table at council. The first one, of course, is Picton Terminals, and we deal with that extensively in this week's issue. Next week, get ready for our coverage of the waterworks infrastructure debate in Wellington, which is on the docket for council August 27. But this week, we deal with a special council meeting was called last Wednesday. So our front page news story is called Unusual Proceedings, and it deals with Council's unanimous vote at that special meeting to release the terms of its agreement with Picton Terminals. The editorial this week discusses the terms of the agreement. We tried to put it into very accessible, reader-friendly language. We used bullet points to convey the main points of a 20-plus page agreement. And the main subject of our discussion is, of course, what's in it for the county? Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like very much. Have a look at our discussion of the terms, and we will be back keeping track of this evolving story. Thank you. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you, Karen. You'll also find some letters to the editor in this week's issue on this question as well. Links, of course, are down below. In development news, Jason reports on some ideas for the Queen Elizabeth School property. And Karen has a report on the increasingly green initiatives of developers in the county. This includes an interview with David Cleave. We've also got a story about Base 31's continuing environmental cleanups at its site. And there was tragic news at Point Peter last week. Jason Parks has the story.
Thanks, Chris. Tragedy struck on the civic holiday-long weekend at Point Peter. We have a story about a courageous young Prince Edward County man who led a family member back to safety from the strong Lake Ontario current, but was sadly unable to make it back to shore.
Thank you, Jason. There was a ribbon cutting at the Public Library in Picton this weekend, celebrating the completion of its renovation and the dedication of a new entrance to the Bake family, especially honoring Alexandra Bake, who spearheaded all of the fundraising for the library's renovation. And Jason went to a concert at Base 31, which hosted a special guest. Back to Jason.
It was a dream come true for local songstress Miss Emily, as touring rock legend Tom Cochrane had her join him on stage for his biggest hits and a scintillating encore at Base 31 earlier this month. We'll talk to Miss Emily about this awesome opportunity.
Links for all of these articles are down below. And now, to close, a shout-out to the Prince Edward County Soccer Association, which hosted its Gary Parks annual festival this weekend. All the kids came out to play, all the coaches, all the parents, and sponsors. We're particularly proud of our Picton Gazette Under-10 boys team, here pictured with Coach Caitlin Steenberg. And here's our very own Noel Valahora scoring a goal for the team. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.